Hey guys, welcome to, ow, I just kicked my foot. Let me do that again. Hey guys, welcome to my channel and my video. Today I am going to be showing you how I basically made this Purple Kiss sword. If you don't know already, I am a huge K-pop girl group stan, and I also really like making crafts, so I like to combine what I love. So crafting K-pop stuff is kind of like my niche, but today we're mostly going to be focusing on Purple Kiss. As you can see, they're literally all on my wall. Back to the sword, I'll be showing you how I basically made this. It is really cool. It is not a real sword. I cannot hurt myself with it that bad, but it is made with plastic, acrylic, and wood, and I'll be showing you how I came about with this and basically my whole process. So let's get started. What I first did was basically draw my sketch on Adobe Illustrator. I like to use Adobe Illustrator because that is the program that I directly laser cut from, so I can send all of my sketches to the laser cutter provided by my school, my university. And what I did was draw out how I wanted the blade to look. Basically what we have here is that I wanted the blade to be purple because they're literally called Purple Kiss. And so I also wanted to put a little Purple Kiss logo on it. So if you know swords that have those engravings down the middle of the blade, I thought something like that would be cool, and I used these symbols that were tattooed on their fingers, or here or here during mem era. And yeah, so I took inspiration from that, recreated the symbols, and put that in Illustrator so that I can engrave it later on the blade. And then for the handle, I wanted to really highlight the witchy the what's it called, the Halloweeny the Halloween quirky kind of concept. So I kind of made a bat-like structure for the guard of the blade. So these things, I don't know, they kind of look like bat wings to me. And then I made the rest of the handle ergonomic feeling, and I also made the whole thing black because I think black is just a basic good color complement to purple. And then I wanted little silver accents, and then I also made these little arrow kind of parts to go on top, and I'll explain later what these parts and what their function is during the assembly part of the sword. And then I wanted to also put an emblem on it, and I thought it'd be cool again if I used a Purple Kiss logo. And I liked the logo from Mem. So the Mem logo is a circle, and inside the circle are the two logos intersecting perpendicular to each other. Yeah, so I took that and then got rid of the circle, and I put that in the middle, and that would also be silver. So that is basically the sword itself. And the last part I thought would be really cool was to add a little charm at the bottom of the sword. I was inspired by the Kingdom Hearts keyblades, and the keyblades have little little keychains at the end. I just think it's so cute. So I wanted to implement that concept onto it. And basically what I did was add a little loop at the end of the handle, and so that you could attach a chain on it, and then at the other end of the chain would be another charm. So the charm design that I use basically is the O from the logo, or the font design of Purple Kiss's song Ponzonia. I just put a hole through that so that you could put the chain loop through there. And yeah, and I made two of them because I wanted one side to be purple and one side to be silver. So I'll be laser cutting all these parts, and so basically this part in Illustrator is where I'm separating all of the parts that the different parts of the sword so that I could laser cut them separately, and then I'll assemble it together later. So let's get on to laser cutting. So basically in the laser cutter, I just wanted to pick out material that I thought was really cool. So I wanted to make the handles wooden because I have a lot of extra plywood from previous projects that I've done for school, for class, and also for personal projects. And it's also really inexpensive and easy to work with in the laser cutter. For the silver accents and for the blade, I picked this really cool purple mirror acrylic. I went to the store. I did not go to the store. I went online because it was literally like 3 a.m. in the morning. So I went online and I was looking at like the purple acrylic. I saw purple mirror acrylic and I thought, this thing's not gonna be metal, okay? Like, it's not gonna be metal, it's gonna be plastic. If it's gonna be plastic, I'm gonna make it shiny, you know? Like, I was like sold. It's a little bit more expensive than like regular acrylic, like regular purple acrylic, but come on, it's for my perky girls. Like, I'm gonna give them what they want. And so I bought the purple mirror acrylic, and then for the silver accents, I also bought silver mirror acrylic. But I did run into a problem with the purple mirror acrylic because, as you know, swords are, you know, they have two sides, like it's double-sided, right? And the mirror acrylic, only one side of it is reflective. So what did my genius brain think? I thought, okay, well, I want the blade to be a 1/4 inch thick anyway, and yes, inches, I'm American, sorry. But I wanted it to be a 1/4 inch thick, and the acrylic also runs in an 1/8 inch thick. So I thought, why don't I just cut out 2 pieces of the blade that are an 1/8 inch thick, flip it, glue them together, and boom, we have a 1/4 inch thick, double-sided, you know, you can see the glue seam, but who cares when it looks like this? When it looks this good, like, no one's looking at this, honey. And now it's time to actually laser cut this stuff. So I'm not going to go into the technicalities of it, but, you know, I sent all of my files to work on the different materials, so you can see this sexy ass engraving into the purple acrylic, and this is like literally the most satisfying part, seeing like all of my digital work come to life. And yeah, and then afterwards I laser cut all of the other parts out, so the 2 blades and the silver parts and the black wooden parts and the charm. And now it's time for my favorite part, which is assembly, because that's when you see everything come together, like all of the magic, and it's like the most exciting part. I'm literally sorry, let's keep going. Okay, so first I started with gluing the blades together because that was going to be kind of like the middle layer, the first layer, and then I start building off of the blades. I basically just used crazy glue to stick it together. There is like this special acrylic plastic cement glue that I totally could have used, but for this project, crazy glue is enough, and then it was time to work on the wood. So I used black acrylic paint and I covered all of the wooden parts. Then after that dried, it was time for assembly. So I basically have 3 wooden parts. That's the handle with the bat wings on it, and then I had 2 other parts that go on top. Basically, if you know like the anatomy of a sword, you have the handle, and then you have okay, I'll show you with this. You have a handle and then you have a blade, right? And they would basically be 2 ends that would meet. It could be like a triangle and like a V, and it would like, you know, go in like this. And then there needs to be a part on top that joins it, so it's usually like a screw. What joins the blade and the handle were these wooden pieces on top and stick to both the blade of the sword and the handle of the sword and stick them together. So I did that on both sides, and that is basically the base of the sword, and now it's just time for decorations. So what I did after was I took all of the silver acrylic, and you know, I stuck all the accents where they're supposed to be. The Mem logo, honestly, is literally my favorite part of the thing other than the engraving, because I think it just tops it all off. And that is it, basically. That is the sword. But there is one extra part. Okay, so scene change. This is me putting the chain onto the bottom loop. So I had these leftover chains from when I make acrylic cut keychains. So I basically took one of the chains off of the hook of the key loop and put it onto this loop instead. And then on the other side, I had the Ponzonia O keychain, which I had laser cut one side in purple acrylic and then the other side in silver acrylic, glued them together and then put it on the chain so that it's like two-toned. I think it looks really cool. It kind of reminds me of Dozie's hair and zombie era. And yeah, that is literally the sword. That is it. That is this beautiful creation right here. I'm gonna find some place there to hang it, maybe like right under my autograph. That, like there, somewhere there. And yeah, if you liked what I did in the video, if you like me, or oh, you like me? Oh my god, I'm honored. No, if you like anything in this video, or you know, just really like the process of me making you know, K-pop related crafts or crafts in general, then make sure to hit that subscribe button for more. And I will be coming out with new videos. Currently I'm working on making a Purple Kiss light stick. As you know, they don't have a light stick out right now at this very moment. And so I want to make a physical build of my idea of a light stick for them, and also try to make recreate the Twice Candy Bong light stick, since I am going to their concerts, and I am too broke for a light stick. So I'll be trying to make a budget but still cool looking candy bong light stick. And yeah, that's it. That's my video. That is the Purple Kiss sword process video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.